already built the wardrobe. I'm now going to fit the 3 drawers to the bottom. This is called a Single Wardrobe Combi Pack. It is always advisable to assemble your unit on a piece of cardboard. This protects the side panel and the front edge of the unit when you're moving it around. Please read the assembly guide because there is a lot of information on here that will be helpful when assembling your unit. On the front of the assembly guide, it tells you what panels you have in the box, what hardware is required, and the minimum tools required to get the job done. Drawer bases, nice 8mm thick drawer bases, very, very strong. And my cardboard folder that contains all of my fittings. I have the assembly fittings and also the 3 drawer runners. And the parts you're going to need straight away are the 2 drawer runners, and you have a right hand one and a left hand one. To determine the right and left hand panels on your wardrobe, you must look at it from the front. This is the left hand panel and this is the right hand panel. But also when your runner is fitted, this must go down at the back. And then using the Euro screws, I'm now going to fit my runners to the wardrobe side. Using the second hole in your runner, I put a Euro screw in there and then fix it to my unit. I now work my way up the unit, fitting the left hand runners first. And I know where I'm supposed to fix my front screw because it corresponds to the screw hole here. It's in line. So this one is this one here. And again, I have the correct runner to the correct side because it dips down at the back. Now I'm going to put the shelf in above that your door is going to stop against. The shelf is actually supported on these, which you need to insert into your shelf. You have 4 of these, all 4. If that's a bit tough, you can actually tap them in gently with a hammer. Taking the metal shelf supports now, and there's 4 of these, and they go at hole number 17. So that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Now in your pack there is a door buffer, and this you just tap into your panel like this. Place your shelf into your unit like this, tapping it down, making sure it's securely fixed. In your pack you will receive this thick panel. For a single wardrobe you don't need this, it's surplus to requirements. But I'm going to use it to put my drawers together on. So taking the back panel and putting it so the grooves down, and then I take my side panel like this, and again making sure the grooves down, I put the 2 parts together like this. Taking the screws provided, insert them in here, and then carefully fit them in using a screwdriver. And do the same on the other side. I'm then going to slide my drawer base into the grooves. I'm then going to slide my drawer base into the grooves like this. Next thing I'm going to do is put my metal dowels into my drawer front, and you have 2 per drawer front, and you need to repeat this process for all 3 drawers like this. Then using the small cams, you push those into your drawer sides. Again, making sure that the arrow points to the outside edge. One, and turn it over for the second one. 2, and then I stand my drawer up onto my drawer front. Tap it down. Once you're happy that it's seated properly, tighten the cams up. Now, the last thing to do before we actually put the drawer into the unit is to put the runners on. I have a left and a right hand runner. The wheels go towards the back of the drawer. So keeping my drawer runner touching the drawer front like that. I drill a quick hole here, and then I put a screw in like this. Now I'm using a handheld screwdriver here so I don't over tighten it. Same on this one. You then slide the drawer into the wardrobe like this. And then you fit the last two drawers. The hinge comes in two parts, the hinge plate and the hinge. The hinge plate has an arrow on it. This arrow goes to the outside of your unit. The hinge itself has two hooks. Those hooks literally go under there like that, and when you push your hinge back down, it clicks onto your hinge plate, so it doesn't fall off. The quick release mechanism is you just push this button here, and the hinge comes off. I'm going to be fitting my door to the left-hand side, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the door and use it to mark where my hinge plates go. In your assembly guide, it shows you where the hinge plate should be positioned, and if you count up the number of holes as indicated on the assembly guide, your hinge plates will be in the correct position. And don't forget, keep the arrow pointing to the outside. And here. I'm going to fit the hinges to the door. I'm going to be fitting my door to the left-hand side. I'll then stand my door up and fixing it from the top down, so if you do happen to let go of the door, it doesn't fall off. We start up here and we clip it on. 1, 2, 3. In each of your single wardrobe packs, there are 4 door buffers. You peel them off like this and then stick it to the outside edge of your wardrobe. If you need to move the door across the unit this way, you turn this screw clockwise. Anti-clockwise takes it back. If you want to move the door in or out, you have to loosen all 4 of these screws on the 4 hinges, and the door can then be moved out or in, and then you tighten that up again. And if you need to move the door up or down, you loosen all of these off on all 4 hinge plates, move the door up or down, and then tighten them up again. Once you're happy the door is adjusted correctly, you put your cover plates on like this. I'd like to point out that all the doors are pre-marked for the handles, and so are the drawers. They are all pre-marked with indentations where the handles could go. When you have more than one unit, you should join them together, and when using this type of joining bolt, you drill a 5mm hole through the 2 end panels and then screw in the 2 parts together, and that pulls the unit nice and tight.